So I know I was bad at speaking, but I've been thoroughly humbled by my phone in the last 5 days. I've recorded so many different things and deleted it all so far. So hopefully we can get my thoughts out today. So it's already 2024. Happy New Year here. I'm a little bit late to the New Year's resolution train. It's currently the 3rd, so we're a few days into the year already. But I'm trying to give myself a little bit of forgiveness in that realm. Typically in the past, if I tried to have something start on a specific day of the week, so on a Sunday or even at the beginning of the month on the 1st, then if I missed it by a few days, then I would think, oh, I can't do it, let me start next time. So I know the best time to start was yesterday. Better time to start is today. So we're just going to start. So for this video here, I wanted to review a little bit for my goals in the next year and then also kind of a starting point so I can then compare that in December and then we can see kind of how far we've grown along this journey. So for my goals in 2024, one overarching theme, I guess you could say, is I pulled it from Charlize Chiu, so I'm kind of copying her here, but she wanted to be unrecognizable by the end of the year. So for her, that took different forms. For me, one of those big pieces for being unrecognizable is going to be weight loss. I was mapping this out, in the last couple weeks, and unfortunately, my weight has kind of consistently increased at different points in my life. So if you map it out, it's this nice little kind of staircase that keeps going up. Currently, I'm at the top of the stairs, which is not where I'd like to be at my heaviest weight. So in this next year, I'm hoping that I then have a staircase or a slope, whatever shape it takes, I really don't care, going down so I can then get some of this weight off. So I've tried a lot of different fad diets and trends in the past, and usually they'll work for a little bit, but then I'll fall back into old habits or kind of miss the food that I ate previously, and then I'll gain the weight back. Sometimes I've been a little bit more. So in the past, I've really been kind of hesitant or kind of, I guess, resistant is a better word to hiring on like a coach or to working with a personal trainer or a dietitian or someone like that because I thought I should be able to do this by myself and I was a little bit stubborn. So in 2024, a little bit different this time since I realized that I haven't been the most consistent person. So maybe it's time to work with someone else to help me kind of guide me through this. So I have a coach. So I actually found her through an Instagram ad. I am a sucker for Instagram ads. And from there, we had a couple meetings last, I think it was in December, and then signed on. So I have my first kind of official meeting with her next week. And then in this first week, what I'm doing is tracking everything that I'm eating through MyFitnessPal. So then she can see kind of how I'm currently eating, and then we can make adjustments from there. So I really like that she wants to work with the food that I currently eat and then making those adjustments, not saying, here's chicken breast and broccoli, eat that for the rest of your life, and that's it. So I'm really hopeful for this. I think we're gonna get some good results, and you'll definitely see in the next kind of 6 months here. Also, just a warning, if you know me in person, you might want to look away because I'm about to show you the before and you're going to see a little bit more of a personal side than you might want. You get the up close view, or not the up close view, but the show a lot of skin. So just a warning here. So this is the before. I don't really quite know what to say about this, but this is me. These things weren't as big before, naturally. Weight will make things bigger. My belly wasn't as big, I would say, and also my thighs, I don't think were as thick, for lack of better words. Also, I think I do carry a lot of weight in my thighs just because my legs are shorter, proportionally wise, just how that works. But this is at least the front. You can't see my legs totally, but you can see most of it. And the side view, and then also the other side here. And then lastly for the back. So I don't really know what else I would include here. My current weight is 227 as of this morning, and I'm about 5'6", so in terms of height, but that's kind of where we're starting. So on top of weight loss, I'm also in a healthy wage bet. I'm not sure if you've heard of it before, but it's an app where you can bet against yourself losing weight. And then in the end, if you lose a certain amount of weight that you set by your deadline, then you'll make your money back and a little bit more. And then on top of that, you'll have lost weight. So it's technically the best of both worlds if you do it right. I did not, unfortunately. I made this bet back last year when I was feeling confident. And then for the next couple months, I didn't do anything towards it. I didn't make any changes. I know it's really dumb, but what's done is done. So now my bet is to be 150 pounds by April 24th of this year. So that's unhealthy, I gotta say, to lose that much weight probably by that time frame. If it happens, fantastic, but I don't really expect it to. What I'm trying to see is that by April, how close can I get to that 150 point? And then if it's reasonable, I think there's a 30-day lifeline kind of thing that you can buy, and then it'll extend out the deadline. So at least I can make my money back, and I think there'd still be a little bit more on top of that. So that's kind of the goal that I'm working in now, just because that I have literal skin in the game, and I would do for my past mistakes, that now here we are. So if you're interested in healthy wage, I will say for the right person, it's definitely a good motivator. Just for me, unfortunately, last year it wasn't, but now it is because now we're really trying to focus on making some changes and healthy changes. But I will leave a link in the description below. And then also with this, though, I would caution just before you get into kind of betting money on losing weight, two things. So one would just be to make sure that you're in the right mindset for it and just that you're ready to really make those changes. I would even recommend to start trying to lose weight before making the bet. And then after you're seeing some progress, then think about making that bet because you know you're already on that path versus where I did, where I made the bet and then didn't make any changes. And then here we are. And then the second one also, please make sure that you have enough kind of financial cushion to be making these bets. I wouldn't want anyone to, of course, be, betting their money that they need for rent on this type of thing. Please, only if you have extra funds that you can put towards it. But if you want to join for the journey, please feel free to hop along and we'll see where things go. Guess I was editing her video last night and realized she deleted the wrong clips. Yep, I did. So in these deleted clips, I was talking about my second goal for 2024, which is to get a couple more clients on as an influencer's assistant and also to gain more skills and experience in this area. So back in November of last year, I completed an online course called Socially Ambitious, where you can learn everything it is to be an influencer's assistant. So I really like the course for a couple of reasons. One is just to get that baseline foundational knowledge of all the tasks that might come up, how to problem solve those, software to recommend as a starting point, and then also the terminology that's used, since the vocab is a little bit different than I use day to day. The second thing that was interesting to me is that the course is run by three girls, Jess, Liv, and Anna. Jess and Liv are influencers who previously hired Anna as their assistant, and Anna's also an influencer herself. But between the three of them, you can really understand both perspectives. So you can see as an influencer, what are they looking for potentially in an assistant, but also as an applicant, how can you differentiate yourself from everyone else who's applying for these jobs? So it's almost like you have kind of an insider cheat sheet there. Now, the third thing was really the one that kind of sealed the deal for me, and really the main reason why I signed up for the course is that they have a private Facebook group where they'll put job postings from influencers who are looking for assistants. So it's almost like you have the heavy lifting done for you in terms of that job hunt. Well, they'll feed you all the different jobs you can apply for, and then you just have to cater your resume, cater your cover letter, and then send them out. So that was really the crucial thing for me, because of course, with all this, the main goal is to get hired. After I completed the course, then I started applying for jobs from that private Facebook group. So initially, I had a few interviews that came through. It was super exciting. And one was even with an influencer that I recognized from years ago who's really big. So that was really cool. Unfortunately, though, they didn't pan out into a job offer. So a lot of it, I think, was the interview. I probably didn't answer questions quite as I should have. And also, my mindset was kind of a little bit more with the corporate interview in mind rather than an influencer, just because I'm used to kind of corporate interviews, not so used to influencer interviews. So I kind of recognized that was something I needed to change a little bit moving forward. But I will admit, I was very disheartened kind of right off the bat. Came off of a little bit of a high from finishing the course, having some interviews, but no job offers. I was a little bit sad, but I just knew I had to keep sticking with it and just keep plugging away, keep applying. A lot of the job application process is really a numbers game. You just have to keep applying and eventually you'll find a good fit. And I'm glad to say that I did find a good fit. I'm currently working with one influencer right now, and we started at the beginning of the year. So I've been working for about 9 days so far, and it's been absolutely fantastic. It's been so fun kind of being back in a learning mindset. So almost back when I first started working, or actually back in school, where you're just learning different knowledge and different things. So it's just kind of a really nice, gotta say, nice refresher. So it's been a little bit inspiring. I didn't really expect this to happen, but I've been really happy so far, and hopefully she is too. So looking forward to seeing where this goes. And also, if you want any more information about the course, you can check out the link in the description box below. Okay, one additional goal that I just added, get better at these videos, because yikes, this first one has been terrible. So thank you for dealing with my first train wreck of a video, and we'll see you next time. Bye.